Is Dribbble essential in order to get high-paying clients? Let's find out in this video. So many designers, when they start out in the design industry, they actually think that Dribbble and Behance and those kind of social media platforms, even Instagram, for example, they're really essential in order to get clients. In my personal opinion, they're not. But let me explain. Those platforms are actually really good in order to get started and to get the attention of a client. But I think that especially platforms such as Dribbble, they really focus on the aesthetics even more than the UX. And this, in my opinion, is not the ideal way to go after finding high-paying clients. In fact, in my opinion, I think there are a lot of designers who can create really good, aesthetically pleasing designs, but they don't really have the knowledge that is required in order to create a rock solid UX solution, which is going to bring much more ROI to the client. And I think that having a rock solid UX design structure is actually going to bring quite a bit of ROI in a lot of scenarios. And one of the instances where this is true is if you're actually creating a website with the goal of increasing conversions. Now, UI design is going to really help in making the website look professional, and as a result, the branding of the company is going to look better and more polished. And this is going to reflect probably in the mind of the customer in the type of service that they are going to receive from that company. But the initial UX strategy, planning, and essentially the thinking is really going to be really important in order to get that conversion. Because if a client is looking for apples and you are serving them with pears, you can see that there's going to be a disconnect. And no matter how you're going to make the second one look, it can look stunning, it can look like a art piece from Michelangelo, but the main issue is going to remain. So the art in conversion rate optimization and goals similar to that one is in actually figuring out what the user is looking for initially and then serving them that plate. And again, this also depends on industry, because some industries are going to really rely heavily on a UI design, while other ones you can create even an average design, but if the UX solution is rock solid, you're going to drive a lot of conversions. But in other instances, for example, if you're looking to get into the SaaS space and a company is trying to compete with the big guys, yes, UI design is super important, because if you don't have a rock solid UI design in certain niches and fields and industries, you're not even going to have a chance at competing, because users, they're simply so used to great UI experiences. The moment they're going to see an average or a not pleasing UI, they're just going to bounce off the page right away. So in essence, I think that places like Dribbble are great to show off your visual design skills, and Behance has an edge when it comes to the depth of the projects that you can show, because on Dribbble you can only show a few shots, but it's really difficult to create entire case studies. While on Behance, in my opinion, it's much better for showing like an entire case study and explaining more of the UX, which is eventually what a lot of employers, in my personal experience, are looking for, and what is really going to help you bring your career to the next level. Now, I hope you liked this video. I'm actually creating a course on UI UX design, so feel free to check out the link in the description if you're interested in that. And on my channel, I have over 300 videos on UI UX design and all sorts of videos sharing my 8+ years of experience in this field. So feel free to check it out if you're interested in that, and I'll see you in the next video.